I'm Dr. Joey Fawcett, coaching you to work positive today and increase sales with greater team productivity so you get out of the office earlier to do what you love with those you love. The world still loves the music of the Beatles nearly 60 years later.
It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night, I've been sleeping like a log. But when I get home to you, I find the things that you do make me feel alright.
They've sold about 600 million albums internationally, with 20 songs going number one on the U.S. Billboard charts. So how did the Beatles do it? How did they achieve such amazing results? And what can you learn from them to discover your work success? Here's how the Beatles grew their brand and business through the lens of the 5 work positive core practices. Perceive. The Fab Four grew up in Liverpool, England during the dark days of World War II bombing. Their hometown was basically destroyed. Yet listen to their music. It's up-tempo, joyous, even happy. They were charming and positive. The Beatles focused themselves mentally on the positive and filtered out the negative. Waiting for the world to turn positive to improve your work? That's an elusive tomorrow. So redefine your reality today. Find something positive about your work and focus on it. Second, conceive. On January 1st, 1962, the Beatles auditioned for Dick Rowe, a Decca Records executive. His response was, "Classic, you're a vampire. Guitar music is on the way out." The Beatles avoided listening to this one response. Then they invested their social energy into creating arguably one of the best songwriting duos ever, John Lennon and Paul McCartney. They partnered with producer George Martin, manager Brian Epstein, and publicist Derek Taylor, thus forming a work positive dream team. So who's on your work positive dream team? Refrain from partnering with you or vampires. Instead, put your heart and soul into relationships with everyone who touches your work. Believe. In addition to the infectious melodies that Lennon and McCartney wrote, their lyrics were so authentic. They spoke to our world then and still do nearly 60 years later with a sincerity that just captures us. Once many musicians discover such a powerful combination of music and lyrics, their music becomes, well, boring. Let's say formulaic, okay? The Beatles avoided such creative stifling. Their continuous innovation generated an imaginative musical journey from Love, Love Me Do to Let It Be and Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. They constantly learned and they improved their musical character. So how does your work innovate and respond to an ever-changing culture? Build authenticity into your products and services. Keep them real to your work relationships. Then imagine improving them. Fourth, achieve. The Beatles invested their attention in focusing their mental energy on positive thoughts and their social energy on positive people. They stated their intentions from their positive emotional engagement with their music. Then they acted on their attention and intention physically. I mean, they performed in small clubs for years until their big opportunity appeared. They continued to act positively, playing the Ed Sullivan Show and the Hollywood Bowl. They persevered through all of the cultural changes. You must keep going like the Beatles to succeed at work. Expect adversity. Anticipate a negative world. Persist in acting on your positive focused attention and intention. Fifthly, receive. You know, today a musician puts up a YouTube video in hopes of becoming a celebrity. And when such celebrity status pursued them, though, the Beatles became rather reclusive, focusing instead on creating more great music. They gifted us with Hey Jude as we struggled to understand what the assassinations of JFK and ML King Jr. and even what the Vietnam War meant. They refocused us from crumbling trust in the U.S. presidency with Yellow Submarine. The Beatles served as our positive thermostats in a negative world. So how does your work gift friends who keep the lights on for you? Create an exceptional work world as you say thank you and positively serve others in your region. The Beatles' work positive influence plays clearly even today. Help your work grow by following their example. Work positive like the Beatles. Coaching you to work positive today, I'm Dr. Joey Fawcett.